Are you coming home, bruh? Bruh. Are you coming home, bruh? Olise, Michael Olise. As it turns out, Chelsea has made the initial move to get this ball rolling. To get this ball rolling on the Michael Olise back to Chelsea, coming back home to Chelsea one way or another. Guys, welcome back to the Chelsea Godfather channel. It's the Chelsea Godfather reporting back to duty. Guys, Fabrizio Romano has mentioned that we have made the push. We were making the push to get the ball rolling. We don't have time to waste. Chelsea is intentional about their plans to bring Michael Olise back home to Chelsea and to be as our number one priority target for this summer to lock down our right wing and help us to move onwards and upwards. Top 4 league titles, Champions League titles where we used to be. And you guys already know this is not news. It might seem like it's news, but it's not news, right? It's not news for Chelsea to have interest in Michael Olise, because this deal was a deal that was all but done by summer last year. Around this time last year, we thought that we had the deal done. We thought that we had this deal done, right? Back then, there was a 35 million exit clause that we have, found out by hook or by crook, and that's how the strongmen at CP twisted our arms, and we had to basically let Olise go. So now here we are again, 1 year later, for round 2, trying to make this deal stick this time. And of course, as you can imagine, given the profile of the player, given the promise of the player, given the fact that Michael Olise is quality, his class. It's not just Chelsea. Chelsea is not the only club that is in this race. You have Newcastle and you have Man U. So far, right? Man U had indicated interest in Olise, I believe, throughout this season. But guys, I'm not gonna, in fairness to us, like, you gotta be fair to us, Man U. Right now, Man U is probably a little bit in disarray. Man U is a club that currently is a little bit in disarray. I mean, like, you guys just finished 8th. You guys just went from 3rd to 8th. You had a whole cloud over Eric Ten Hag's head, hanging over his head, a whole cloud, and nobody knew whether it's going to be Eric Ten Hag, whether it's going to be Tommy T, is it going to be De Zerbi. As it turned out, none of those guys wanted Man U. None of those guys wanted Man U. Tommy T would rather take 1 year off to basically lie down on a beach than go to Man U. De Zerbi, rather than coach at Man U, he'd rather go to Olympique Marseille and go and be their coach. I mean, guys, Man U is in the mud. It is, what it is. So Michael Olise to Man U, never say never, but I think I like our chances. Then the other club is Newcastle. Again, with all due respect to Newcastle, they have a need and we also have a need. I'm not going to belabor the issue with regards to the choice, the option in terms of choices. But again, here's a club, Newcastle, that was 4th last season, and we've jumped in front of them. Supposedly, Chelsea that has owners that don't know their left from their right, and all we've done is quietly move from 12th to 6th, jumped in front of both Man U and Newcastle. Plus the fact that Michael Olise is our boy. He's our boy. He was in Chelsea's in academy from, I believe, as early as the age of 8 till he was around 14 or 15 years old. So, and he currently plays at Crystal Palace, which is based in London. So again, he's already in London. All he has to do is to just keep staying in London and just change his shirt from CP to this Chelsea blue, and it's just going to be nice and lovely. So as it turns out, the main purpose of today's news is to basically inform us that Chelsea has formally made contact with Crystal Palace to determine what their exact transfer fee demands are. I mean, we've been seeing numbers floating around in the £60 million range, so it may be just right around there, plus or minus, more like plus rather than minus, 5 mil. So I feel like it's going to be somewhere between that 60 but no more than 70, and it's basically any number that falls within that number is more than a fair deal for this player, because you guys already know, if you haven't seen Olise's quality, once again, guess what? Football is not the sport for you, right? So if you cannot recognize that this young boy is on the cusp of becoming possibly a world-class player, then you might want to go and find another sport to watch. And so their price, hopefully, as mentioned, it falls within the quoted numbers that have been quoted in the media, which is somewhere in the 60-ish million pound mark. And again, based on previous reports, we've already have had some kind of understanding with the player, with regards to personal terms. So hopefully things, what if you are a Chelsea fan, what you are hoping to see is this deal moving quickly. This should not be a deal that lingers on throughout the summer. Like we should know by next week. We should know by the end of next week whether Olise is our man or not. It is what it is. We should know that, all right, by the end of next week, if we're not getting close to medicals, right, then that's probably not the best side, and it's going to be a long, drawn out battle, right? And that is the way that I see it, because based on my understanding of everything that surrounds the transfer prospects of Michael Olise over to Chelsea, is the player wants Chelsea. Chelsea wants the player. Chelsea is willing to meet his personal demands and the transfer fee. I believe his brother, I know his younger brother, currently actually plays in Chelsea's academy team. So, Michael Olise is a Chelsea boy. That's just the reality, okay? It is, what it is. And so this is a deal that, if your name is Todd Bowley, if your name is, Bali, this is a bag that you cannot fumble. This is a deal that cannot be fumbled. We already have it in our hands. Just keep holding it tight, and by fire or by force, just drag this deal across the finish line. Hopefully by next week, we should hopefully have a done deal or getting pretty close to a done deal. Guys, how do you guys feel about our prospects of closing in on this Michael Olise deal. Our number one transfer target for this summer. Guys, please leave your comments below. Like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel. Take care. God bless you guys. Peace.